Hello, my name is David Zhang. I'm an 11th grader from University High School, and this is my app for Congressional App Challenge. Basically, I'm sure that you've read my application, but it's basically just an app that allows teachers to teach their entire classroom programming, because programming is becoming more important in many different industries, and it's becoming more important for education. And there are a lot of difficulties with the current way that many teachers use to teach their students because it's hard to teach so many students at once because coding isn't like English or math, which you can just like make a slideshow and lecture and tell them what and teach them. Coding needs to have application, so each student needs to be able to apply their own programming to like create their own projects. But then the problem is that teachers can't look at them while they're doing all these different projects on so many different devices. So it's very difficult for teachers to like watch them all as they do these different projects on their different devices. What I've made is an app where you can create a workspace and you can have a user list and you can see all of these different projects and the teachers can enter all of them and be able to give them all individual feedback. And it's really easy for communication and teaching. So let me just share my screen real quick. Um, Here, I have made a little slight slideshow. It's not the demonstration, but there are like pieces of code that I want to show that are part of my demonstration. So first, I'll just go through this really quickly. There's three parts: front end, database, back end. First one is just the visual part of the coding editor. Second part has a database with all the data for the projects and stuff. And the back end, it creates a server that like checks for errors, creates the application, so forth. And these are some pictures, but I'll show them in the demo later anyways. Um, Here you can see like all of the different aspects. This I won't show in the data, so I'll explain it now. It's just database. It has all of the info, the different links, the name of the projects, so forth. And then it's able to store all the users and do the user authentication. And so let's get into the actual uh, application. Let me log out. So this is what you're greeted with when you first enter the application. There's a little explanation of what the editor is. It's a tool used for collaboration. It's better than all of the other programs that there are other platforms that have collaboration, but those have one project with many people working on one project, uh, which our program can also do. But what our program adds is that it has so many different programs, and it has so many different projects. And then my app allows all of the different students to like work on their individual projects, and the teachers can give them feedback and watch them all. So it's very geared towards education, but it also accomplishes the same thing as all of those other platforms, and it solves bugs and issues that a lot of other browsers have. So let's just log in real quick. It uses Google, which goes to the Fire database. And then you just log in with any Gmail account, which makes it simpler. You don't have to make an account. Um, and then all you have to do is create a project. Hello. Um, Here you just put your title of the thing and it'll appear. And all of these, I didn't put an image, but there's also an option to put the image once you click the colon and you can delete it after. And you choose your language, which will do Python. This is like the different coding languages that you want your workspace to be in. And you create the workspace. Once you're in, you see all of this. You have the coding editor here, which you can type whatever. You have the name, which is only me because I'm the teacher and I just made this workspace, right? There's the run, which goes to terminal. You can copy the invite link. You can log out, and there's a profile picture. Once you copy the invite link, you can share it to anyone. Let me just come over here real quick. I go here. Now you can see I'm in the same workspace, but now I'm actually on the user list. These are both my accounts. They're two different accounts, as you can see with the profile pictures. Um, so they're actually two different accounts on two different browsers. And the app does work with many different browsers and many different devices. And it's hosted online, so everyone can access it. So I can have like 30 computers here, and all of them will be on the same project with this, and I can scroll down each of them. And if you go down here, um, if I put these two side by side, let me just move them both. You can see both of them on side by side, right? And what I can do here, if I click, and you can click on these to go to the different projects. If I put A in this one, and B in this one, as you can see, A and B. And if you might have noticed, over here, look at both sides. Yeah. So the app actually does have real-time collaboration, and you can just see everything that happens on both sides, and so forth. Yeah. So like if I go over here, it just appears over here. So that's like a really cool aspect. And let me close out this one now, real quick. And one really cool. Let me go to one where I've already typed out. Let me explain. Once you guys go into each of these projects, you can type out a bunch of stuff in here. I'll just demonstrate that one right now, with a really cool one. Oops, where did I? Okay. So this is not the one that I typed up a whole program, but I might have lost it. I thought it was in this one, but it's not. But it still works. You can type whatever amount of programming you want in these files, and then you can have everyone on it and edit it together. And I had made one, a whole one to demonstrate it, but this works as well. If I press the run button, it's a little slow right now because I'm hosting it on this browser that's kind of slow. Let's just wait for it. And yeah, see, it does appear here. Unfortunately, I am trying to record this on a really bad Wi-Fi. But so that's why it was slow. But it entirely depends on your browser and your computer. So it usually just appears immediately right here when you press the run button. But right now, I think it's just a little slow based on my Wi-Fi. Let's wait for it again. But as you can see, it does work. And if I just put like something random, it will appear an error, because that's what it's supposed to do. And so normally it instantaneously appears, but basically the program allows you to have all 30 projects, all 30 users, all working on their own projects. They're all able to run. They're all able to see the results in terminal. The teacher can go through each and individual one, give them all feedback. And as you can see, I tried to make the design look pretty good, but I want to add different color themes as well. And I just really think that this program, I already run experiments on it. And as you can see up here, I don't know why it's so slow today, but it's usually really fast. And if you go to the website, then you can see how it works, and how fast it actually appears. But today it's just a little slow in this demo video. And they're able to run it out of their code. The teacher can teach all of them. It's completely collaborable, and it all appears across all the devices. And to make sure that this actually works really well, I actually did bring it to a local coding institution. And at the institution, we ran tests and we got feedback about it. And I found out that it does actually really help coding tutors, even with some similar tools. But again, this accomplishes a lot more, as I explained earlier. And I just think that it's a really good tool, and I had a lot of fun making this project. And I feel that if I develop it, I can actually make an impact because it allows people to teach coding really well, especially at shelters that I tried to teach this at, and it didn't work. And that's actually what inspired me to make this app. So I think if I bring it back there, and I have at coding institutions, but like for shelters too, for like really little kids, I think that it really allows me to, and all teachers, to be able to teach all of their students really easily and look at all of them. And it still accomplishes the original purpose, where if a team just wants to work on a project together, they can also use this for that. But it really just allows teachers to teach all of their kids all the coding programming they need really efficiently and effectively. And before I close this demo video, I'm just gonna uh I did write a research paper for this. So I just wanted to show that really quickly. But here's my research paper on my app. Here's the experiments. I won't go into any other parts of the research paper because it's supposed to be a demo video, but I just wanted to share like my experiments. We did run data, and we found out that they were overall satisfied. And like here's related works. Like I said, this is why there are some related works, but we accomplish a lot more. And I think that my programming language really capitalizes what I'm interested in. You know, it's not just like, other project. It's just like something that I'm interested in. I think it'll make a big impact in my community. So thank you so much for listening to me. Have a nice day.